The school board in LaSalle Parish says the school system is moving away from homework. The announcement was made on social media. Superintendent Jonathan Garrett wrote the letter to parents saying in part, quote, research shows homework does not significantly improve academic success and can actually increase stress for students and families. He goes on to say we want their time outside of school to include rest, family, reading for pleasure, creativity, and real-world experiences. Superintendent Garrett stressed that this does not mean lower expectations for students, but rather challenges schools to make the most of their instructional time each day. Schools will provide practice materials for families at their request. However, it will not be required. He ends the letter telling parents if they have any questions, reach out and they will make time to talk. For that full letter, you can head over to our website.